masters, publishing, sync deals, distribution. If you love listening to interviews like me, you've probably heard a bunch of artists talk about this stuff. But what does it all mean? The master recording is the original recording of a song, a sound, or performance. Whilst the publishing rights is the copyrights that exists in the composition of the song, which is usually articulated in split sheets. You see the divide between the songwriters, the production, etc., etc. The publishing and the master rights usually work hand in hand. And what I mean by that is that if someone makes a cover of a song, generally the publishing rights have been infringed upon because that person has probably used the lyrics of the song in their cover and maybe some of the production which have infringed upon the publishing rights. However, if someone uses the original recording, which is the master rights, in like a video or in their own recording, sound recording, then the master rights have been infringed upon. So it's very important to understand the distinction between the two. However, I think the best way to understand the distinction between master rights and publishing rights is Taylor Swift in the recent developments, just as recent as last year. Her masters were sold to an investment company and she was very intent on getting a masters, which they didn't allow her to do. So what she did is that she re-recorded her album 1989, and in doing so she sold over 1.5 million records in her first week, despite the fact that the album was over a decade old. She was able to do this because she had owned, together with a bunch of other people, the publishing rights of that particular album. However, the master rights was owned by the record label and now the investment company. So by re-recording it, she now owns the master rights to that re-recorded version, which I think was very smart. So if you think about the various ways in which an artist or anyone can make money off their music, there's three different types or ways that come to mind in which you can make money off music. The first being mechanical royalties, the second being performance royalties, and the third being synchronization royalties. With mechanical royalties, those royalties are basically the royalties that you make of reproducing the words. So taking the original song and putting it on CD, putting it on vinyl. Nowadays you might be more familiar with streaming, putting the music on streaming platforms. An artist or whoever owns the masters should be able to collect, the masters or publishing rights should be able to collect from those streaming platforms, from those CDs, from those vinyls. With regards to public performance rights, if your music is played in a live concert, if your music is played even on radio, the artist should be able, or the owners of the publishing and masters rights should be able to collect royalties off those, of the music being played off that. With synchronization, the focus mostly there is with the master rights, in which a video or film, or let's say if it was a TV game or if it was some other audio, wants to license the song or the sound recording, they can then pay the licensing fee, which is usually a once-off licensing fee, to use the song in the movie, in the film, in the game, in the whatever. And in doing so, the artist or the owner of the master rights to the copyright will be able to get paid then. Approach a lawyer who will be able to give you firm advice as to exactly how to go about it, how to negotiate it, and how to monetize your content. I think, as always, this advice is practical advice, just a practical understanding, kind of to lead you into the right direction on how to go about your business. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I think, bye, Spanish.